Hi, my name is Melania,
And my name is Tona.
and today we're doing the Chocolate Set podcast
With Ethan. Okay, so
Ethan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Obviously, my name is Ethan. I'm from the United States. I am an English teacher. I've been teaching for about 5 years now. And yeah, I'm 26 years old.
so how did you end up in Macedonia?
So I'm with an organization called the Peace Corps, which is a U.S. government organization that sends out volunteers to over 70 different countries across the world.
And so what are your intentions in doing here?
So being that my background of work in the United States was in education, my job here in Macedonia will be primarily working with English classes and doing anything I can to help better the education of the kids.
That's awesome.
Do you have a help like when you go to classes?
I do. I work with a counterpart, Ivana. I'm sure you guys know her. And yeah, she is a tremendous help in the classroom.
Okay. What are the cultural differences?
I mean, there's quite a bit. I would say the one that stands out to me most is the pace of life. And what I mean by that is, if you go out for a coffee here, you're going out for coffee for 3, 4, 5 hours, as opposed to the United States, where most people drink their coffee on the go and they get it through a drive-through window.
Yeah.
And what are the strangest things that you noticed?
I would say, I wouldn't call anything strange. I would say some things I've noticed that are much different is some of the superstitions. I don't know the exact name for it, I forgot it, but when there's a cross breeze in the room, it's said to be bad luck. I can't remember the name of it though.
It was Proma, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a pretty weird habit. And not a habit, but what left you the biggest impression here in our city?
I wouldn't just say this city, I would say kind of the people across Macedonia, how friendly and welcoming they are. I've been in Macedonia for about 5 months now. Before I came to Prilep, I was in Negotino, and people in Negotino were very warm and friendly, and everywhere I have visited has kind of stayed true to that. The Macedonian people are very friendly people.
Yeah.
What was the first impression of our school for the Copela?
I mean, it's a beautiful school. I would say the first impression, obviously I was nervous for the first day, but how welcoming the other teachers were and the community of Orta. They made me feel right at home, and they have, supported me in a lot of different ways. So I would say just how welcoming and friendly everyone at the school is.
What was your first day like?
The first day, it was pretty hectic. Just meeting 400 new kids at once is always tough. I'm still getting some of the names down for sure. But after the first day, everything just kind of got rolling. The kids were fantastic. They were eager. They were excited to meet me, which definitely took some weight off my shoulders.
Yeah, that's nice. And what about the kids? I mean, what was your first impression of them?
Oh, I mean, kids are kids wherever you go. They like the same things. They laugh at the same jokes. So luckily I've worked with kids before, similar to your guys' ages, but I was still very nervous because if there's a language barrier. But luckily, pretty much everyone speaks some really good English. So yeah, the kids have been great.
So it's been easy to communicate with them.
Oh, of course, yeah. And whenever I have any sort of problem, Ivan is always there to help me out.
Yeah, that's nice.
Have you been to any other schools?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Except for the Copela.
Yes, I've been to one other school, Gotse Delchev in Kavadarci. It was a primary school.
Oh, I used to go to Gotelj.
In Kavadarci?
No,
in
Prilep.
Prilep.
Oh, in
Yeah,
Prilep.
we have like that.
Yeah. What other cities have you visited? Only Prilep and Negotino?
Kavadarci, Skopje, Štip, and that's all I've been so far, but I plan on going to a whole lot more. The country is very beautiful.
Did you like it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've liked every city I visited. I mean, so far, Prilep is my favorite. I'm biased though because I live here, but I don't think there's a better city than Prilep.
I think you should go to Ohrid.
Yeah, well, that's on the list for sure for the summer.
Yeah, you should definitely go there.
Are you gonna stay all summer here?
Yeah, I will be here in Prilep for the next 2 years.
Okay.
That's
And something you missed from the US
I would say the thing I miss most, or there's three things: my family, obviously, my friends, and then driving a car. Those are the three big things I miss the most.
You don't drive here?
No, I do not drive a car, so I have to walk everywhere
Why
by
not?
foot. Not allowed to.
What?
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't make the rules. I was just told I can't drive.
okay. What did you do before you came here to Macedonia?
I worked at a school called Gemisi. It's a kindergarten through 12th grade school. So I was a social studies teacher. I taught literature. I taught composition. So I've been teaching for a while. Yeah.
That's great. And what about your like work with a basketball coach? Would be basketball coach.
Yeah. So back in the States, at the school that I was at, I coached soccer, basketball, and baseball. Basketball, I love coaching. I coached an all-girls team and an all-boys team. But yeah,
What was your experience like as a coach?
a lot of fun.
Was it easy teaching the kids like basketball, baseball, or soccer?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I've noticed with like working in a classroom and teaching is if a kid's willing to learn, it's always easy to teach them.
Yeah.
You just have to go about it the right way.
How did you get the idea to be a basketball coach? Did you do it since you were little, or?
Yeah, I started playing basketball at a very young age, and it's always a game that I love to watch. And then when I got the opportunity to coach it, I said, of course.
And that's awesome.
Have you been to any other classes except English?
No, I've only been to English classes. I've been to first year, second year, and then I've been to one fourth year class so far.
One? Only one?
Only one.
You should go more often.
I will try.
Yeah, our like kids in our club that are fourth year are very nice, so you should go visit
All right, I'll
more
try.
often.
What would you say is your favorite food?
That's tough. I mean, I love food. Chorba's up there, sarma, pastramalia.
What kind of sarma?
The one with meat.
Oh yeah, we have one with rice too. It's like little. That's we did it for like Sveti Nikola.
Yeah, the
Wow.
little ones.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, chorba. I think chorba's probably my favorite. A nice big bowl of chorba.
Do you usually go out to eat outside, or do you do your own food?
So I would say during the week I cook my own meals, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday I usually go out to a Skara place and grab a big meal with friends.
Do you know any other like volunteers that are in Macedonia?
Yeah, so there's actually 34 other volunteers in my cohort, and then I think there's another 30 in the other cohort. There's around 64 of us in country. Some of my closer friends are in Rezin, Bitola, Kumanovo, Štip, Kavadarci.
All in Macedonia?
All in Macedonia, yeah.
So do you usually go out with them, or have you met someone here?
No, I've made friends here in Prilep. So I see them. I go to the gym with them, play basketball with them, go out to eat, hang out, all that stuff.
That's
Great.
awesome. In what gym do you go?
I go
often?
to I go often. I was going to the gym called Arena, but I started going to FitStar.
That's great. Do you like? Would you like to stay here? When you're done with volunteering, would you like to continue coming here and visiting?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I will. I'm sure after the 2 years, I mean, even now, Macedonia will always hold a special place in my heart because I will live here for 2 years. And I will definitely, come back, visit friends, and, visit the school, see you guys, all that fun stuff.
How has your family like reacted when you said to them, "I'm going to Macedonia. I'm going to live there 2 years"? Like it's not easy.
It was pretty mixed reactions. I mean, obviously, my mother was kind of upset because she was going to miss me. But as the date got closer to leaving, everyone was really excited for the work that I was going to be doing, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to move halfway across the world and live in a completely different culture that's very different from my own.
In these 2 years, do you plan on going back to America, like to visit them?
Yeah, I'll probably go back sometime this summer for a couple days just to see, my mom, dad, and sister, and my brother. But no, for the most part, I'll probably go back once, and then the rest of the 2 years, I want to be fully living here in Prilep, in Macedonia.
I mean, it's great that we have the technology so you can video call with them. You can also see them. So
Exactly. Oh, that's a fun cultural difference that I didn't think about before I came here. So in America, you celebrate Christmas on December 25th.
Well, it's more about the beliefs because
Yeah,
they're Catholics and Orthodox.
true. Yes. But so that was a new one for me working on Christmas Day,
Yeah, we
or
also,
my Christmas Day. Sorry.
we don't do like Christmas. I mean, in America, I know that you buy each other gifts. I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
Well, we don't. We mostly do that on New Year's. So, what did you do for New Year's?
For New Year's, hung out with some friends and then watched the fireworks in the center. It was beautiful.
That's great. And what about Christmas? Did you do something?
Christmas, I was hanging out with my host family. We had a big dinner, and yeah, just spent time with them and kind of lounged around and relaxed.
So, what about your host family? What are the members and?
So I live with a grandmother and a grandfather, and they have a son. And it's a 3-story house, and I live on one of the floors of the house. But they're fantastic people. They've made the process of, moving here a lot easier than it would have been had I not had them. So definitely very thankful to have them a part of this process.
How was you meeting them?
It was good. I mean, they're very friendly people. They're very nice people. The host brother speaks English. The grandmother and grandfather don't, so I have to rely on my Macedonian language skills when I communicate with them. But I mean, they're very warm, welcoming people. So, yeah, good people.
Have you learned something in Macedonia?
Yeah, I've learned a few things, but it's definitely a work in progress. It's very different.
Do you
Yeah.
think you're gonna learn something and speak at the end?
Yeah, I mean, I have, each month I have 9 hours of Macedonian class. My first 3 months in the country, I was only learning Macedonian. So I can communicate pretty well. So hopefully by the end of the 2 years, I can be pretty close to proficient in speaking Macedonian.
Do you think Macedonian language is hard?
Yeah, it is. I would say it's hard. I would say the hard thing, at least for me, an English speaker, is trying to roll my R's. I can't roll my R's. I can't do that. So that makes
Pronunciation.
the pronunciation is pretty difficult.
What about the grammar? Do you learn the grammar? Or just
We learn the grammar. The grammar's pretty tricky. I guess the one thing that was confused me for a little while was the gendered words. But once you get the hang of that, it does make it a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, we know Macedonian as our first language, so it's easy for us.
Yeah, lucky
But
you.
like English, we learn it from first grade, so it's easy to.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have great English.
Is this your first time volunteering in another country, or have you been doing this before?
This is my first time volunteering in another country. When I first graduated college, was in 2021, and that was right when COVID started. But during my senior year of college, I was applied to go to Montenegro to serve in the Peace Corps, but because of COVID, that didn't happen. So worked a couple years in the States, taught in America, and then reapplied for Macedonia.
So, how did you get the idea to do that?
Yeah, was it
Like-
a dream or let's say opportunity, and then I take the opportunity?
No, it was kind of just, I guess, a moral philosophy of just always paying it forward. If I'm in a position where I can give something and make someone else's life a little bit better, then I should do so. So yeah, just kind of finding ways to, if I can lend a helping hand wherever I can help, then I will happily do so. And that's kind of the Peace Corps' motto, is help others that need help.
That's great. And do you plan on going after, going back home? Do you plan on going volunteering in another country again?
That's tricky. I mean, I definitely will have to think about it. It'll be something that I will probably consider, but it will just have to come down to, what my family's up to, what's going on with them, and taking into consideration, how would they feel about it.
So what about working as a teacher here and there? What are the differences?
I would say easily the biggest difference is in the States. I would be at work for 8 hours a day, as opposed to here in Macedonia. It kind of varies day to day. Some days you're there for 5 hours, some days 2, some days 3. So it definitely gives you a lot better quality of life when you don't have to be at work for 40 hours a week, which I definitely appreciate.
Yeah, but that is for the teachers. I go to school like every day. Yeah, that's for the teachers, not for the kids.
Well, I said for work, not for school.
Dobro, to mislim mogu postaći.
And then also, oh sorry.
Yeah.
Here there's 2 shifts.
Yeah, I was about to ask for that.
Right. So yeah, in the U.S., the school day usually goes from 7:45 to 3:30 p. So 7:45
Everyone
a.m.
goes at that time.
Yep. Kids, high school, middle school, lower school, and teachers.
Yeah, we have 2 shifts here. Like first and second year, we
Yeah.
go like if we are in the morning from 7:30 a.m. We finish at 1:30, I think, p.m. So the third and fourth year come at 1:30 and finish like at night at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah,
So I think that's
better.
all
I
different.
think
Which shift do you guys prefer, first or second?
first.
Second because I want to sleep more.
I'm on her team. I like
because
first
I
shift
have
more.
like wake up early and then go to school, and then when I come back I have like the whole day.
Yep, your whole day's free.
That is right, but I still hate to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Just go to bed earlier.
Well, I can't. I go to bed at 3 a.m.
Well, that
Yeah, I do too, and I wake up.
sounds like that's a problem that you should fix.
Yeah, but I don't know how to.
Kids these days.
Uh,
Hey, let us have a little fun banter. All right, go ahead, close this out.
Okay, so thank you for coming to our podcast. And do you have anything else you would like to say?
No, I just want to thank you guys. You guys were fantastic hosts. And yeah, I'll see you guys in class tomorrow. And thank you to our producer. He did a great job.